The check engine light, one of the most common and often confusing indicators on your car's dashboard. But what does it mean? Today, we will demystify the check engine light, understand its function, explore possible reasons it might appear, learn how to prevent it, and discuss what to do if it comes on. First, let's talk about the function of the check engine light. This little icon is part of your car's onboard diagnostic system or OBD. Its job is to monitor your vehicle's engine and emissions system. When the check engine light illuminates, the OBD has detected a problem that needs your attention. There are several reasons why the check engine light might come on. Here are some of the most common ones. A loose or faulty gas cap. This is one of the simplest issues to fix but can cause the light to turn on. A loose fuel cap can cause the check engine light to illuminate, due to its impact on the vehicle's evaporative emission control system or EVAP system. The EVAP system captures and stores fuel vapors from the fuel tank, preventing them from escaping into the atmosphere. These vapors are then redirected back into the engine, to be burned during combustion. The system relies on a sealed environment to function correctly. This includes the fuel tank, fuel lines, and the fuel cap. When the fuel cap is loose, it breaks the seal of the fuel system. This allows fuel vapors to escape, which the EVAP system is designed to prevent. The EVAP system operates under specific pressure conditions. A loose fuel cap can cause a loss of pressure, triggering sensors within the system. Modern vehicles are equipped with an OBD system that continuously monitors various components and systems, including the EVAP system. If the OBD system detects a loss of pressure or an improper seal in the EVAP system, it records a fault code. A common fault code related to this issue is P0457, which indicates an EVAP system leak detected. When the OBD system records this fault code, it triggers the check engine light on the dashboard, to alert the driver to the potential issue. While a loose fuel cap may seem minor, it contributes to increased emissions, which is why the system is designed to detect and report such issues. In many cases, tightening the fuel cap properly can resolve the issue. After tightening the cap, the vehicle may need to be driven for a short period for the system to recheck and reset the light. If the check engine light remains on after tightening the fuel cap, there may be a more significant issue with the EVAP system that requires professional diagnosis and repair. A loose fuel cap can cause the check engine light to come on because it disrupts the sealed environment necessary for the EVAP system to function correctly. The vehicle's OBD system detects this disruption, records a fault code, and alerts the driver via the check engine light. Oxygen sensor issues. These sensors measure the amount of unburned oxygen in your car's exhaust system, and help manage fuel efficiency. The O2 sensor monitors the level of oxygen in the exhaust gases. This information is used by the Engine Control Unit, ECU, to adjust the air-fuel mixture. If the sensor is faulty, it can send incorrect data, leading to a mixture that is too rich, too much fuel, or too lean, too little fuel. This imbalance can cause the engine to run inefficiently or emit higher levels of pollutants, triggering the check engine light. Modern vehicles are equipped with an emission control system that ensures the exhaust meets regulatory standards. The O2 sensor is a critical part of this system. If it malfunctions, the vehicle may exceed emission limits, prompting the ECU to turn on the check engine light to alert the driver of a potential emissions problem. The O2 sensor also helps monitor the performance of the catalytic converter, which reduces harmful emissions. A faulty sensor can cause the ECU to misinterpret the efficiency of the catalytic converter, potentially indicating a problem, where there isn't one or failing to detect a real issue. This can also lead to the check engine light being activated. An inaccurate O2 sensor can lead to improper fuel combustion, reducing fuel efficiency. The ECU may detect this drop in efficiency and trigger the check engine light to indicate an issue with the vehicle's fuel system. Vehicles are equipped with onboard diagnostics or OBD systems that continuously monitor various components and systems. When an O2 sensor fails or operates outside its expected range, it can set a diagnostic trouble code or DTC. The check engine light is then illuminated to notify the driver that the OBD system has detected an issue. A malfunctioning oxygen sensor affects the engine's efficiency, emissions, and overall performance. The check engine light is an important indicator that there is a problem that needs addressing to maintain vehicle performance, compliance with emission standards, and fuel efficiency. Catalytic converter problems. This component helps reduce exhaust emissions, and issues with it can trigger the check engine light. Modern vehicles are equipped with sensors before and after the catalytic converter to monitor its efficiency. If the converter isn't properly reducing emissions, these sensors will detect that the efficiency is below the required threshold. This is often coded as a P0420 error, catalyst system efficiency below threshold. The oxygen sensors monitor the levels of oxygen in the exhaust gases before and after they pass through the catalytic converter. If the readings from these sensors are outside the normal range, it can indicate a problem with the catalytic converter or the sensors themselves. This discrepancy triggers the check engine light. The catalytic converter is a critical component of the vehicle's emission control system. Any malfunction within this system, such as issues with the air-fuel mixture or exhaust gas recirculation, EGR, can impact the converter's performance and cause the check engine light to come on. If the catalytic converter is physically damaged or clogged, it can restrict exhaust flow, leading to increased back pressure in the exhaust system. This condition is detected by the engine's control unit and will illuminate the check engine light. Sometimes, the issue might not be with the catalytic converter itself but with the sensors that monitor it. A faulty sensor can send incorrect data to the vehicle's computer, leading to a false reading and causing the check engine light to turn on. When the check engine light comes on, due to a catalytic converter issue, it indicates that the vehicle's emissions are not being effectively reduced, which could lead to increased pollution and potential damage to the engine. Addressing the underlying cause is crucial for both environmental and vehicle health reasons. Faulty spark plugs or wires. These are crucial for your engine's operation and can cause misfires if they're not working properly. Spark plugs are crucial for igniting the air-fuel mixture in the engine cylinders. If a spark plug is faulty or the wires are damaged, it can lead to misfires, where the fuel in the cylinder does not ignite properly. This disrupts the engine's performance and can be detected by the engine's computer, ECU, triggering the check engine light. Faulty spark plugs or wires can lead to poor engine performance, including rough idling, hesitation during acceleration, and reduced power. The ECU monitors various parameters to ensure the engine is running smoothly. Deviations from the expected performance can cause the check engine light to come on. Misfires and poor combustion efficiency can lead to increased emissions of unburned hydrocarbons and other pollutants. Modern vehicles are equipped with sensors that monitor exhaust emissions. If these sensors detect levels outside the acceptable range, the check engine light will be illuminated to indicate a problem with the emission system. Prolonged misfires can cause damage to the catalytic converter, a crucial part of the vehicle's emissions control system. The catalytic converter is sensitive to unburned fuel, which can cause it to overheat and fail. The ECU monitors the health of the catalytic converter, and if it detects potential damage or inefficiency, it will trigger the check engine light. The onboard diagnostics, OBD2, system in modern vehicles continuously monitors the performance of the engine and its components. It checks for issues such as ignition timing, fuel mixture, and emissions. Faulty spark plugs or wires can cause irregularities that the OBD2 system detects, resulting in error codes that trigger the check engine light. When the check engine light comes on, Due to spark plug or wire issues, it is typically accompanied by specific diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, that can be read using an OBD2 scanner. Common codes related to spark plug or ignition issues include P0300, random, multiple cylinder misfire detected, and P0301, P0308, misfire detected in specific cylinders. Identifying these codes can help pinpoint the exact cause of the problem and guide the necessary repairs. MAF Airflow Sensor Problems. This sensor measures the amount of air entering the engine to ensure proper fuel-to-air ratio. The MAF airflow sensor plays a crucial role in the engine management system of a vehicle. It measures the amount of air entering the engine and sends this information to the engine control unit, ECU. The ECU uses this data to calculate the proper air-fuel mixture for optimal combustion. If the MAF sensor has problems, it can cause the check engine light to illuminate due to several reasons. If the MAF sensor is faulty or dirty, it may send incorrect airflow data to the ECU. This can result in an improper air-fuel mixture, leading to issues such as poor fuel economy, rough idling, stalling, and decreased engine performance. The ECU can detect these discrepancies and trigger the check engine light. A MAF sensor malfunction can generate specific trouble codes that are detected by the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system. These codes are stored in the ECU and cause the check engine light to turn on. Common codes related to MAF sensor issues include P0100, mass or volume air flow circuit malfunction, P0101, mass or volume air flow circuit range, performance problem, and P0102, mass or volume air flow circuit low input. Since the MAF sensor is integral to maintaining the correct air-fuel ratio, a problem with the sensor can affect other engine systems. For example, it can cause the oxygen sensors to read incorrectly, leading to further diagnostic trouble codes being stored and the check engine light being activated. A faulty MAF sensor can cause the engine to run too lean, not enough fuel, or too rich, too much fuel, both of which can lead to engine misfires. The ECU detects these misfires and triggers the check engine light to alert the driver of a potential issue. Modern vehicles have stringent emissions control systems. An incorrect air-fuel mixture can result in higher emissions, prompting the ECU to turn on the check engine light to indicate a problem that could affect emissions compliance. When the check engine light comes on, due to a MAF sensor problem, it is essential to diagnose and address the issue promptly. Ignoring it can lead to more severe engine problems and decreased vehicle performance. Diagnostic tools can read the specific trouble codes stored in the ECU to help pinpoint the exact issue with the MAF sensor. Prevention is always better than cure. Here are some tips to help keep your check engine light off. Regular maintenance. Follow your car's maintenance schedule for oil changes, filter replacements, and tune-ups. Tighten your gas cap. Make sure it's always on securely after filling up. Use quality fuel. Poor quality fuel can cause deposits to form in the engine, leading to issues. Refer to your car owner's manual for the recommended fuel to use for your vehicle. Pay attention to small issues. If you notice something unusual, address it before it becomes a bigger problem. So, what should you do if your check engine light does come on? Here's a step-by-step guide. Don't panic. A steady light usually indicates a less urgent issue, while a flashing light means the problem is serious and needs immediate attention. Check your gas cap. If it's loose, tighten it and see if the light goes off after a few drives. Get a diagnostic scan. Many auto parts stores offer free OBD scans that can identify the problem. Visit a mechanic. If you're unsure about the cause or the light stays on, a professional can provide a thorough diagnosis and repair. Remember, the check engine light is your car's way of telling you something needs attention. By understanding its function, knowing the common causes, and taking preventive measures, you can keep your car running smoothly. And if it does come on, Now you know the steps to take to address the issue. Safe driving.